Welcome back, everybody. Today I am breaking down these texturizer shears. I got a lot of emails, a lot of messages about what these scissors are that I'm using. And if anyone went to hair school, it's called a thinning shear or a texturizer shear, a razor shear. Like, there's a lot of different terms that you could use for these type of scissors. Now, why I like them is because it enables me to give a very free-flowing, textured haircut. I don't get any solid lines. Like, when I use a regular shear or a regular scissor and I make a straight cut, here's how the hair looks. If you use a texturizer shear in this manner, the way I'm rapid fire cutting, I'm never getting a really solid blunt line. Even if I'm going over and over the same part again, eventually I'm gonna have a very even line. It just won't be so blunt. Like, think of the bottom of a broom. One thing I don't like about haircuts is when they're so stiff and structured. It depends on the haircut, I should say. If it's like a very structured A-line bob or like a very sleek bob, great, cut a straight line. However, if you've seen those bobs cut very structured and straight with a texturizer shear, they look phenomenal too, right? So this scissor just enables me to give a lot of movement in my haircut. It enables me to be a little more creative with how I'm gonna play with the hair and push it in different directions. So if you watch how I cut this hair right here, if you see the ends of the hair, they're getting very soft. Now, sometimes in some of my haircuts, I'll go in with my regular shear after and just clean up a little bit of the little thin hairs that are kind of poking out, just so it has a little more structure to it. Now, you could achieve the same look with a razor. If I were to use a regular razor, like I'm using right here, now if you see I'm kind of taking out the weight of the ends, you get that same exact look when you dry cut with a texturizer. Now, the reason why I do a lot of dry cutting is I feel more comfortable cutting dry. I feel like I can really see where the hair is falling and how it's laying, so that's why I opt in with a texturizer shear over a razor shear. Now, one thing you have to be careful with this shear is I don't like to use it to thin the hair out, right? I use it to debulk the ends of the hair. You're really gonna wanna use layers to take the weight out of the hair. If you just cut into the hair and you cut into the mid shaft and then to like 3/4 down to the bottom and then cut the ends, it's gonna grow out really funny, right? They're not gonna be happy with their haircut 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks from now, definitely not 2, 3 months from now. But if you use these shears to take weight out of the layers, out of the end of the layers, you're gonna get a lot of soft, flowing movement in the hair. Now, you can achieve that with slide cutting. You can achieve that, like I said, with a razor. This is just my tool of choice. So for all the people who ask me questions about this particular scissor, there's an art to it and there's a right and wrong way to use them. I personally like to point cut with them. I'll go in there. You've seen a lot of my haircuts either on here or on Instagram, where I might just do a whole entire haircut with these shears. I may have to go in, clean up a touch of some of that haircut with my regular shears, but this is probably one of my favorite tools, especially for the new people out there who are cutting layers and you seem to be seeing steps in your hair. Go back in and just soften the ends of those layers with your texturizer shear, and you will see a big difference in how that haircut flows and lays. So make sure you click subscribe, make sure you click like on this video. Any more questions about these shears or any other shears, please leave in the comment box below or shoot me an email, nick@thewarehouse.salon. All right, guys, I'll see you later.